Perfect. We are on the rooftop of the Chase Park Plaza Hotel. Nice hot evening here in St. Louis. We're both down here for a meeting, and I've worked with Martha now a few years and gotten to know her through Farm Bureau, and wanted to really just spend a few minutes talking before we have dinner tonight, Martha, with the team here, that talk a little bit about women in agriculture and kind of how you got your start in agriculture and what advice you have for women in agriculture and really trying to get farmers to respect, and even other business people, how to respect your opinions and leadership and take on the challenge.
Awesome, that's a lot. So how did I get my start? So I was born and raised in a family farm in Virginia, so a very natural start from that standpoint. My mom and my grandmother are both really active members of that farm, as well as my older sister who farms full-time. So the concept of women in agriculture is very normal to me.
Right.
I started with Monsanto about 12 years ago in our seed manufacturing business then, where I was one of the very few women in management on that side. So, so starting in agriculture was pretty normal to me. Maybe I don't even know anything different than agriculture.
Absolutely. So what do you think is a challenge for people who really haven't gotten a start like you did with a family that was really involved in the farm? How do you think people that weren't in your shoes maybe get their start, and what advice would you have for them?
You know, I don't view it as any different than any other industry. So certainly the statistics show that historically it's been more of a male-dominated industry, but you can show that in a lot of other places.
Right.
I guess my suggestion is not to view it as an obstacle. So I think it's really easy, regardless of what topic it is, but to view something as an obstacle and let that be a hurdle.
Right.
I view it differently. I view it as just a reality, and to use that to your advantage. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. Some are obvious, some are not as obvious. And so just to find that way to make whatever strengths you have be a big part of what your job is. So there's lots of ways to get involved in agriculture, though. We're all so connected to food that I think anybody can join our industry.
Sure. And you've got a background in farming, and your brother and sister are still involved. Maybe you want to highlight some of that and how you stay involved with your farming operation, being removed and in the business, but still have roots back in Virginia.
Yeah, so both my brother and sister farm full-time with my family, and my grandparents are still involved as well. And I'm not directly involved, but I'm heavily indirectly involved.
Sure.
So in typical fashion, as a middle child, I've always kind of been the peace broker in the family, and that continues to today. So very involved in trying to help my family think through strategy and think how we're doing different things on the farm and different opportunities and things along those lines. And of course, whenever I'm at home in Virginia, I'm always looking for opportunities to get out there too with them.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it's so easy in today's age, whether it's Facebook or Periscope or whatever it may be, a big part of that with the family too, of just staying connected through social media as well.
Absolutely. And do you feel like you do you have a desire to go back to the farm, or do you want to maintain some leadership roles in the business and continue to drive that and be able to continue that advisory role that you kind of mentioned with the siblings?
It's $1 million question, so I don't know that I know the answer.
Not that I'm pulling for anything specific here, but
I would say my siblings, if they're watching right now, would be curious to know the answer. I don't know. That'd be the short answer.
Sure.
So, you know, ideally, it'd be wonderful to go back there someday, but we'll see what other options and opportunities come across my plate in life. So, I had a lot of cool opportunities with Monsanto, including I ran a farm in Hawaii for a couple years. So, just a lot of different things that I'm kind of exploring right now. But from the standpoint of staying involved too, so just the last couple days I was in Denver with my sister at a national cattlemen's meeting, so all those different industry associations that you're so involved with as well. My sister in particular is really involved in a lot of those different ones, and I try to stay as involved in that as I can too.
Fantastic. Well, just talking a little bit about women in agriculture, and I think you really stated it pretty well. Don't look at it as an obstacle, but just use the knowledge and the skills that you have, and put those to use in whatever you choose to do in the agriculture industry or outside of. But we've got to hop back in there. Plus, it's rather warm up here on the rooftop. Bald heads don't hide sweat near as easily as people with hair, but
the southerner can handle the humidity.
The
That's
southerner
what I'm
can
hearing.
handle it. Yes, exactly. Well, it was probably 15 degrees warmer back home. So, but with that, thanks for watching Supper with Sean and Monday with Martha. And we'll be back tomorrow night, hopefully. Maybe a different person I can pull from the team to share some different perspectives. But thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.